It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Phoenix who was unable to get it done against the Thunder.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
I'm just wondering if this home crowd and the energy worked against them in this one. They might have gotten in their heads just a little bit.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, D.A., absolutely. Thanks. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the number one option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad. Maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Ayton is out there with Warren. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And it's the Suns' ball. And Booker kicks to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. Okobo makes it off the glass.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Yes, that goes in.
So explosive on the inside. Russell Westbrook, crazy athletic.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook, and it's good, 2 points. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Now here's Ayton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Warren against George. Paul George with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
Pass to Ayton. Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Okobo. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Russell Westbrook is second.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, what a plus you got there.
Robertson the pass to Westbrook. Hands it from downtown. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The pass to Booker. Out to the right wing. Okobo misses off the left iron. The Thunder leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Pass to George. Left side, Adams. Fires for 3. And it's Westbrook missing. Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook. And Grant sends it back.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
Robertson kicks to Grant. Passes it to George. Again, the Thunder score.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Suns trail by 7. The Thunder, Brent, playing with such energy. But shooting, not their strong suit.
No, one of the lower three-point percentages in the league as a team. The free throw line also last year really weird. A big-time struggle for guys who had career low years from the free throw stripe. So tough to win big in today's game if you're not hitting threes and then not hitting the freebies.
Oklahoma City on D. Now Ayton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Booker to end the run. Drops in the tray.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Warren. And it's Warren with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Both good from the line that time. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Westbrook. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Man, you see his eyes? Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the night. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Phoenix. To the middle and stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Westbrook. Ayton, the pass to Warren. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Suns trail by 3. Booker outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And George, here we go.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Suns trail by 3. It's stolen by Adams. Inside, Grant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close. But eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
To the middle. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Okobo. And the Suns miss again. Oklahoma City leading by 5. George finds Grant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I
It
thought
was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
And we have so many great superstars, but after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Now, here's Patterson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. And Noel kicks to Felton. That 3 off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Bangs home the trifecta. Crawford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Thunder with the lead. The pass to George. That shot off the mark. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker looking around. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Now here's Felton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside for George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ariza goes in. Anderson dishes to Ariza. And here's Crawford. 17 points in his last outing. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Second, the Thunder.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Shooting 2.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons, 2, of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again, and Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The high post shot, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. I'm not sure how much Russell actually feels it. He just goes out and continues to put up just staggering, eye-popping numbers. And to get where they want to go, I think they're going to have to find a way to complement him in some way. And he's going to have to trust in those teammates in order to push the envelope a bit.
Hands it from downtown.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Crawford passes to Holmes. From deep, another 3 for Phoenix.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here is George. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Schroeder against Crawford. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Suns have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Roof shots.
And he makes the first. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to a game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
And so here's Phoenix. The Thunder making the shot. Crawford outside. The rebound by Patterson. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Schroeder. Over Booker. And nothing but hair on that one.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
And Holmes throws it down.
Well, Crawford with the ball, it's second nature there, ripping apart the defense, this time not with the handle, but with the pass.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Patterson. The tray. He can't hit that time. Booker against Schroeder. Here's Booker. And it goes down 2 points. Booker's got 9.
Well, Booker can mix it up. Once he's got a lane to the hoop, he jumps all over the defense there.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Devin Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate, Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
But you just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of one? I think those steals really established momentum. No, that just happened. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Crawford finds Ariza. Down low. No good that time. George with the defensive effort. Felton attacking. To the wing right side. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. George, that's a two-pointer. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first two shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Booker. A second chance effort. And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA.
Anderson always looking to get up a three-point shot. He had some space there and took advantage.
And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley, entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Suns leading by 5. And Booker kicks to Crawford. Booker the pass to Holmes. Back to Booker. Shoots over Schroeder. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Pass to Patterson. Back to George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Crawford, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, when you're on defense, hands up and antennas up with Crawford, constantly looking to get himself to the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
Over to the wing. Here's Robertson, guarded by Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Robertson.
That's where Robertson's length comes into play. It helps him get through contact to be available to score.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Here's Warren, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Warren's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns. Left side, Westbrook makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, just taking on the defense in the paint, just no fear from Westbrook, and not backing down from the rim protector that time.
Outside, Warren. Crawford kicks to Ayton. Baseline jumper, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Crawford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Dishes to Warren. Crawford trying to free himself up. Warren, good.
Timeout.
T.J. Warren taking on the defense as he gets hit on the drive to the basket.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
And here now the Thunder. They trail by 11. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, this is great when Westbrook starts to dictate the tempo of the game. This time he's doing it with the pass, setting up a teammate.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Schroeder against Crawford. Teardrop shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
what's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the #1 pick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help, and Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete, but with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
The Thunder, one of the lowest rates of assists in the league last year. Also, a team that does not move the ball around all that much to gain some advantage with strong side, weak side movement. So we'll see isolation, we'll see pick and roll, and very few passes in a contest like this.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Warren. Drills it from outside. Warren's got 7 now in this quarter. And the Thunder had great talent, but their offense hasn't allowed all their players, Brent, to flourish at the same time. Why is that?
Well, it's just a team that doesn't have a commitment to a flow style of offense. They have such great talent that I think the talent tries to take on the load sooner in offensive possessions than maybe the coaching staff would like, and they have great individual scorers. That's what these guys have done in the league for a very long time.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Taking 2 shots. Two shots.
The first free throw is good. The Suns have given shooting guard Devin Booker a say in all of the franchise's major decisions. Like hiring a coach, free agency, the draft. Brent, is that the right approach?
I'm not sure how much of that is true, Kevin. They might have asked, but how much are they listening to it? I'm not sure. Devin Booker does not quite have the cachet of veteran players that have played 10 or 12 years and have a lot of playoff wins under their belt, but it does feel good for him, I'm sure, to be part of the collaborative.
Right side, Westbrook. Again, the Thunder score.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Now, here's Warren. He's guarded closely. To the paint. The 9-foot shot. No good that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's Robertson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Jackson has the open look, and there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Right side, Westbrook. Westbrook double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Grant kicks to Robertson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Double team on Westbrook. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And Phoenix has possession. And it's Warren with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Crawford look over the floor. And the shot is long. Thunder trailing by 12. High arcing shot. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And the Suns call time. Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
Warren finds Crawford. Grant against Warren. Jackson in the corner. Crawford outside. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off the mark. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Outside Warren. Outside Jackson. And the Suns miss again. Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook surveying the D. He's feeling it. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Suns have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Kicks it to Ayton. Okobo. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And Grant sends it back. Schroeder against Crawford. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Like to see that play set up. Got to have 2 guys on the same page, and Josh Jackson finishes it off with an exclamation point.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Warren. Phoenix leading by 8. Shoots over Grant, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. 9 points for T.J. Warren.
Give Warren a blanket right now. That's his comfort zone. He's snuggling up there.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the 3-ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. George is checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder. It's good from long range.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Bounce pass, Felton. Here's Westbrook. In close, he hits it. Westbrook's got 20 points.
He has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Okobo got a piece of it.
You need more of this from Patterson. Such a big frame inside. I like to see it when he's swatting it away.
Westbrook dishes to Patterson. He kicks it to George. The tray. The shot will not fall.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And Ariza, much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Got it off in time, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. We saw Jamal Crawford lighting it up in the first half. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench was. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Thunder?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jamal Crawford in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Thunder trailing by 13. Pulls it up. Misses off the right iron. Phoenix has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Back to Booker. There's the pass to Warren. George against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by George. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program. It's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Warren the pass to Booker. Over George. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Grant. George against Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And George gets it to go.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Here's Booker. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Back to Robertson. Pass to Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Steven Adams, the kind of guy who on a nightly basis is so appreciated by the star players on the team, and certainly the coaching staff, just doing dirty work, setting screens, scoring on the inside, being a physical presence. And he's taken some strides, I think, Kevin, offensively, being able to score sometimes out of the box.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Adams. And you look at Adams' per-minute scoring averages, Brent. They've gone up every season.
Well, it's got to help having Russell Westbrook setting the table and the type of attention that not only Westbrook drew, but also PG and Carmelo Anthony for a season. So obvious uptick in the offensive numbers for Steven Adams, but he is improving, and you see some confidence in the offensive end of the floor.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Outside for George. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook. Tipped away. Here's the lob to Adams. George against Jackson. From 20 feet out. And there's Booker on the assist by Jackson. And that's 15 points for Devin Booker.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate. Make the simple play.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. Devin Booker third.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it truly is. You need to have scoring from that off-guard position, but with the way the point guards score nowadays, a ball mover is certainly an asset. And with the way those guys spread the ball around, that's what you get.
And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Okobo, Westbrook with the nice D there.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Grant kicks to George. To the inside. Here's Robertson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Robertson's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
Now, here's Warren. 9 points in the game so far, and it's sent back by George. Puts it up from 15. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Left side, Westbrook. Tries it from 9. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Down low. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got the lead up to 14 now for Phoenix.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Westbrook, no good.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
And the Suns call time here.
You know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Grant. Felton comes in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Kicks it out to Ariza. Phoenix, no good that time either. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Patrick Patterson.
Booker outside. They double him with George. Schroeder with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Launches it. Patterson can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Anderson wide open. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you could see Anderson preparing the shot as the ball made its way to him. His ability to read the defense and create that good shot is remarkable.
And it's Schroeder missing, and it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Inside, a nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 19 points.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
George against Ariza. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Ariza's got 8.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
To the middle. Here's Noel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Noel. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Crawford finds Booker. Down low, Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Passes it to Noel. Outside for Felton. Count it.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Suns leading by 17. Anderson outside. Poked away. Ariza outside. Back to Anderson. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Anderson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Phoenix.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Jamal Crawford really making a difference here.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
Adams, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Felton kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Noel. Lays it up and banks it in. Noel's got 4 this quarter. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Anderson outside. Suns leading by 18. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Schroeder. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
Even though the defense was pretty good and they want him to take that shot, Schroeder makes him pay.
Here's Booker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. Both free throws good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 18. Schroeder passes to George. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there. Booker against Schroeder. Booker outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 23 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Adams outside. He dishes it to George. Crawford with the rebound. Crawford's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Thunder trailing by 20. Now Felton. Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the left wing. Here's Felton. And finally they hit one.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
For 3, Booker, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Devin Booker, T.J. Warren out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Crawford, and it's Holmes in at the center. Thunder trailing by 18. Schroeder outside, kicks to George. George double-teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Noel finds George. Holmes with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. On up the court. Yes, that goes in. And that's 10 points for Trevor Ariza.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Schroeder passes to Adams. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The power of Steven Adams, able to finish through contact, plus he's rewarded with a trip now to the free throw line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Andre Robertson comes in for Raymond Felton. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, the Kiwi Adams, born in New Zealand, was the Thunder's first-round pick back in 2013. Steadily coming into his own now on the offensive end.
George passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Booker. That one doesn't drop. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Grant kicks to Westbrook. Puts one up from 19. Offensive rebound. Right side, George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Warren's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Ayton. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Phoenix making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Outside Warren. 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Both free throws good from Warren.
Well, T.J. Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Robertson finds Grant. Misses off the right iron.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see them. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range.
A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility, especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
Outside, George. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Left side, Adams. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems
Kevin,
that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League, I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, gee, you got 4 A's.
Bounce pass from Warren. Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook. Grant against Warren. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Grant outside. In the corner, it's Westbrook. "13 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Westbrook's got 24.
Getting a little bit more room here from the mid-range, the explosive shot area, getting quick to that spot and separating from the defender.
Okobo, good, and a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 21.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Outside Westbrook. Westbrook double team. And Adams with the slam.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Suns leading by 19. And the Suns call time.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Booker. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA, but last season the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe
you even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie.
Yeah.
I always have bad ties. I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting in the early part of last year. A lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Westbrook from 10 feet out. Nice jump shot. Good. Westbrook's got 26 points.
The effort from Russell just tremendous there, and that's what he's known for. He just keeps making tough shots against good defense.
Here's Booker. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. 6 to shoot. And Warren, here we go. And he banks in the layup.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's covered by Daniels. Westbrook, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And that one drops.
T.J. Warren trusts that shot. Trust me, fantastic at shooting with purpose off the pass. That's alliteration.
Robertson kicks to George. Here's Grant. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 15-6 run. There's the double team with Grant. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Robertson, defended by Booker. They get it again, outside for George. Grant surveying the D. The second chance effort, he lays it in. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Daniels dishes to Jackson. Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
Failure to extend the defense, not going to get you back in this game.
Yeah, it's just a big mistake against a great shooter. It feels like they've just completely lost their focus.
Grant kicks to Robertson. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Yeah, sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Shooting one.
That free throw good from Warren. And here is Felton. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Luwawu. The league and Players Union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
And Booker kicks to Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Clock at 6. And stolen by Noel. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by Warren. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Devin Booker.
He painted a great picture on the offensive end with the ball movement tonight. Really racked up some assists. And that's some pretty sweet passes to go along with it.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Bridges, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Passes it to Luwawu. Here's Abrinas, defended by Bridges. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy 2, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead.
Two shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Oklahoma City. In the corner, it's Patterson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Daniels with it. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.